Morning, gents. It's Friday Bacon here, and I'm going to ask a quick favor of you guys. If you could please like and subscribe to my videos, it'd be really appreciated. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about the Steambox and the Xbox 720 and ps3, and a few issues that have come out recently. So, starting off with the Steambox. If you don't know what the Steambox is, it's basically Valve or Steam. The marketplace wants to get into the living room, not just the PC. So they're releasing a console, it could be said a console, basically providing Steam games to and I'm not sure what they're gonna do with controllers and stuff, or it's gonna be mouse and that, but they want to get in, they want to make a presence in the living room, which is fair enough. There's a lot of market share there, and it seems to be a bit of a duopoly. It's bet at the moment, especially with the outlook of the Wii U. It's a duopoly because it's Sony and Microsoft pretty much controlling. There are other companies out there, but that's pretty much the limit. And basically, with Steambox coming out, it's going to offer a lot of competition, which hopefully will drive down the prices. However, the only problem is the first unofficial Steambox console, the Xi3 Piston, will be launching this holiday at a starting price of $1,000. Yes, that's right. US $1,000, which is ridiculous for a gaming. It's like the PS3 nearly. In Australia, when it got released, it was like $999, and no one bought it because who the fuck would buy that? And it was a year after the Xbox. Anyway, so they've made a really bad move. I'm not sure on the specs in here, but honestly, $1,000, and especially since it's tough times in the economy. Basically, America, Europe, and all that, they're really struggling with money. America's in a lot of debt. And yeah, it brings me to one of my points that I'll talk about later, but will people be really willing to pay $1,000 when they can continue to play their current generation consoles? And they'll probably still make the games a current gen for the next few years, actually. So, why would you pay $1,000? And people still say, and I'll talk about later, that Xbox and that still isn't even at its limit. So, which is quite surprising. Basically, the Valve box or the Steam box, whatever you want to call it, they're trying to appeal to 50 million subscribers around the world that use Steam. It uses digital distribution, so there'll be no discs or anything. So it could be said it's like the future of the ps4 and Xbox 720. They want to move towards the no discs, and that leads to another point I'm going to make later, how prices are going up for games, right? Another $10, but we're still and they want us to buy digital download. I thought the whole digital download would make everything cheaper, but if they're putting prices up, I definitely want a hard copy, and I'd be disappointed if prices are going up. So basically, now I'm going to talk about the Xbox 720 is not strictly about games. It says the Witness developer. So the Witness is a game coming out for the 720, I think, and basically he's a bit disappointed with the 720, saying that basically by the Xbox 720 coming out, it's not going to be focused around games per se, like the Xbox 360 was. And trying to make a huge presence in the living room, they want the Xbox 720 to control everything. I say everything in the living room. So that can be movies, that can be games, social media and stuff. And it's quite a shame because the current gen does all that pretty much anyway. And when it was released, they didn't even think it would do that. So it really brings back to the idea or the notion that why would we pay all this extra money and whatnot to get, something that is being sold for $200 at the moment? It's a bit annoying when you hear this news that they're focusing towards not just gaming. I mean, I really hope they work out this gaming, because No one wants social media. We play games to be antisocial. Yeah, but come on. Um, it's just we don't want that. We want them to be focusing on game. Yeah, we want a few other features and whatnot, but we it's a gaming device, not a living room device. Well, that's what I thought it was. Obviously, it's going to change in times. But also another quote by the Gears of War developers: Xbox 720 is not needed. Current system hasn't hit its limits yet. And that's what I was saying. Like, why would anyone go out and pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to buy the new consoles when consoles, according to developers, are still not at its limits? Because you look at when the Xbox 360 came out, games were looking, pretty crap comparing them to what they are now. As you can see, Call of Duty, it looks, playing Call of Duty, it's pretty good for when it was released in 2006 or 5 or whatever. I think they've come a long way, and they're just talking about how, like, basically they could get the Xbox to do crazy things. They could find some corner of the 360 that no one was aware of, and push it to the limits and get results from it. The Xbox is pretty flexible, they found, and it's still not at the limits. There's more to be done. And if we're talking about economic efficiency and whatnot, may as well keep churning out these 360s because they're obviously cheaper to make and they haven't hit their limits yet. I personally think the next gen should wait another year or something because before you know it, gaming, you know, the PS4's got 8 gig. Before you know it, next year, probably the PCs all have 16 gig, which is, that means PCs will be lagging behind in terms of they'll be developing games to the 720 and the PS4, and it's going to upgrade the PC because they're used to the 360 and PS3 versions, but it's just going to lag behind because usually they develop games for consoles because there's more users and whatnot. So the only good games out there will be the PC exclusives. Basically, um, they're talking about the Gears of War and how it's like they've got such a strong engine and whatnot on this current generation. Now, a game analyst called Michael Patcher held a presentation on the March the 9th to talk about the 8th generation of video games. And he explained that the PS4 and Xbox 720 games will cost $10 more than the 7th generation titles. Nintendo's Wii U will only cost 60, the traditional 60. So, first off, what the fuck? They can't do this shit. I don't know about you guys, but in Australia, the Australian dollar is stronger than the US dollar. And about 3 years ago, we used to pay $110 for games. Now, everyone's sick of that shit. We buy overseas, we get imports and whatnot. We get our games for $60 to $70 new releases. And basically, our gaming industry, like GameStop or EB Games over here, is really struggling because they can't keep up with the competition, which is good. We should drive these greedy companies out because they're trying to charge ridiculous amounts, especially EB Games. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so $10 more, and America, Europe's in tough times. I don't understand. Like, people see it's going to cost more for games. It's going to cost, a substantial amount for the next console. People are just going to stick to the 360 and PS3 because, as I said before, apparently it hasn't even hit its limit. So, what the hell? So anyway, that's all I've got for today. I've got a few series coming up. It'll be in the description, so if you can please go to the website and leave some feedback, some questions, some advice, anything, and I'll answer them in my next video. I'm pledging to answer pretty much every comment and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for listening. Hope you have a good day, and please like and subscribe. Cheers.